Oh, hey there, Bronco fans. It's Danny here from Bronco Planet. Just putting the finishing touches on a check to a local Denver area billboard company. 10,000 Monopoly dollars for a billboard that says Mike McCoy running the same play 3 consecutive times inside the 2 is a bad idea. The least you could do is come out and say, my bad. Signed, Kyle Orton. Perfect. Why Kyle Orton? Well, once again, Mr. Orton is under the scrutiny and pressure of the Denver Bronco faithful. Man, I'm here to tell you, the social media sites were absolutely going nuts on Sunday, saying stuff that I can't even repeat on this show. But to give you a better idea of what was said, I'm going to use this squeaky toy to demonstrate. Let's see, here's one. Hey Danny, Bronco Planet, when is John Fox going to stop hating the Christians and put in our Christian quarterback? My response was, well, which Christian quarterback are you talking about? Quinn or Tebow? You know exactly what quarterback I'm talking about, hole. Seriously, it's a legitimate question. For those of you who don't know, Brady Quinn? Yep. Christian. Kyle Orton is a idiot. How can that guy run the same play 3 times in a row at the goal line? I hate Kyle Orton. I like chicken. But the answer is Kyle Orton doesn't call the plays. For most of you out there, you already know that. Then Danny, who the do I blame for that kind of stupid play calling? Well, if you were paying attention to the first 25 seconds of the show, that would be Mike McCoy. You know what the really cool thing about most social media sites is? The remove button. You know, I don't want to make this a complete browbeating of the Denver Broncos. There were a few bright spots. And as soon as I can think of one, I'll get back to you. Seriously, holding a guy like Chris Johnson to 21 yards, that's a big deal. On the flip side of that, watching Kyle Orton run Mike McCoy's offense was only slightly less painful than debating whether or not Sarah Jessica Parker looks like a foot. That's gonna get a phone call from my mother. She looks like a foot. You know, going into this game with Tennessee, the Titans hadn't given up a red zone touchdown all season. And how the Broncos did it twice, that's beyond me. Kyle threw for a $179, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, and I don't know how many tips, and a quarterback rating of I don't really care about quarterback ratings. I don't care about Kyle's quarterback ratings because stats don't get the win. You know, coming off a 130-yard rushing day against the Bengals, the Bronco offense could only muster a meager 59 yards on the ground. Now, why is that? Well, it's simple, really. The Bronco offense never kept the Titans' defense honest. Yeah, you know, Kyle played like Kyle. Tim was seen whispering in John Fox's ear, I'm here. You know, football is a game of inches. No, it's not. It's a game of adjustments. It's about keeping your opposition off balance. Because once a team becomes predictable, they're done. Done like dinner. Done like Charlie Sheen type of done. Done. One of the things that all of us Denver Bronco fans are very good at is Monday morning armchair quarterbacking. And with that said, I'd like to introduce to you a new contributor on the show, the amazing Professor Hindsight.
Hindsight. Noun. Recognition of the realities, possibilities, or requirements of a situation, event, or a decision after its occurrence.
Professor, why do you think the Broncos came up short there on the goal line?
The Broncos shouldn't have ran the ball into the middle of the Titans' defense 3 straight times.
Yeah, I had that written down too. Do you think Kyle Orton could have done anything differently there in the red zone?
Kyle Orton, having seen the same defensive package 3 times in a row on the goal line, should have called an audible. Or at least say to Mike McCoy during the timeout, Are you kidding me?
Fair enough. You know, I wouldn't have blamed Kyle Orton one bit had he audibled out of that 3rd shot up the gopher hole there on 4th down. What is important is that the Denver Bronco faithful is getting tired of the phrase, Kyle Orton gives us the best chance to win. That's like saying Mike McCoy gives us the best chance to be vanilla and predictable. That's not good. That's bad. Take a memo. Dear John Fox, if you stick to that kind of offensive philosophy that Mike McCoy has installed, you're going to be 1-4 going into the bye week. Because the Packers and the Chargers are going to spit you out faster than a family dinner at Casa Bonita. Do they still have the Cliff Divers? Putting Tim on the field in the red zone will soften up the defense. Let's look at it this way. If Kyle Orton lines up in a pass formation, more often than not, Kyle passes. If Kyle comes up to the line in a run formation, he usually hands the ball off. Now, when Tebow comes to the line in a run formation, who's going to get the ball? Could be Tim, could be McGahee, could be Marino. Who knows? And when Tim comes to the line in a pass formation, here's what the defense thinks. Is he going to hand it off? Perhaps play action, yes. Is he going to freak out and take off after he's done with his first read? I don't know. Okay, bring it in here. On me. Let's be real here. Is Kyle a threat to make a play with his legs? No. But you certainly have that dimension standing on the sideline in Tim Tebow. Or for that matter, Brady Quinn. You know, I'm no banker, but it would seem like you'd like to get just a wee bit of value of that $6 million that you're paying Tebow this year. Even if it's only in the red zone. Ah, genius. You know, wrapping up this week's show, I've got a really bad taste of the woulda, coulda, shouldas. The Broncos woulda been up by a full touchdown had they just kicked the field goal there on 4th down. The Broncos could have been more creative when it comes to offensive play calling and especially red zone personnel. Didn't we already do the hindsight bit? Hindsight. There it is. And now finally the shoulda. The Broncos should completely get thumped by the Packers and the Chargers if the wouldas and the couldas don't get addressed this week. Before we go, I'd like to welcome 3 new countries into the family of Bronco Planet. It looks like we just brought in Bulgaria, the Ukraine, and Norway. 46 countries right now tuning in each and every week to Bronco Planet, as we are a global brand, which is, you know, why we call it Bronco Planet, not Bronco Town. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Speaking of Facebook and the Bronco Planet group there, we got a little contest going on this week that's going to run through Sunday, and essentially what it is this. The person that adds the most new members into Bronco Planet's Facebook page is going to receive an autographed hat featuring Daniel Fells, Dante Rosario, Virgil Green, Julius Thomas, he's my favorite, and some others. So make sure you go on there and add as many people as you can. We sure appreciate it, obviously, on our end. Also, coming up Friday this week, we're going to bring to you the brightest star on the Denver Broncos roster. The punter? That's right, Britton Colquitt will be joining the show on Friday. He's going to sit down with Shad and just talk a little football, talk about some of the things that we never ever get to hear about. Life as a punter in the NFL. He's a good dude. Make sure you check that out. So until next time, I'm Danny, and this is Bronco Planet. Oh, those lights are hot. Any viewer mail this week? Sarah Jessica Parker. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that with a waffle iron. Well, that's not very nice. Well, I suppose we better send her a gift basket. Sign it, just kidding. That's good Nestle's quick.